this is the only pink shirt I got. And I was a little nervous because I'm showing a little cleavage, but y'all just gonna have to get this cleavage and this knowledge. What's up, beautiful people? I'm Erin and this is Erin on Demand, and today we are getting into this Barbie the movie marketing. I have been salivating watching all of this roll out with this movie premiere in late July. I feel like every time I go into a store, every time I scroll on social media, I'm seeing a pink display or something pink to represent a collaboration with Barbie, and I am here for it. So we're gonna break this marketing campaign down into 5 main categories: traditional marketing, social media marketing, regular old media, experiences, and brand collaborations. So there's a lot of layers to this campaign. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible. And I just wanna go through some of them and talk through my own rationale on why it's all working together. So let's get into it. First things first, the concept is very simple. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I feel like they really took that and ran with it and brought it to life, because if you think about it, Barbie has everything. She has clothes, she has a house, she has a car, she has hobbies and careers. She's cute and fit and essentially lives this perfect, amazing life. And it has for years been something that women have tried to achieve, whether it's her look, whether it is just that overall feminine essence that she has, and has been such a staple in American and world culture for the longest. So Barbie already has obviously a huge name. It's a billion-dollar business, and her name and her fan base is already there. So you already have that. But on top of that, you cannot, as a business, just ride on your legacy. They have really revitalized the Barbie brand, by creating a real world Barbie experience and bringing her world into the real world, which I also think is parallel to the plot of the movie, which so genius. So let's get into the first layer, which is traditional marketing. Now, this is the thing that a lot of us try to get away from. We think we're too good for traditional marketing, but there's a reason why there are still billboards, why there are still commercials, why there are still radio ads. All of those different more traditional ways of marketing are still being used today. Now, the thing is, you have to figure out how to do it in a way that is going to still reach the people and make sense for the budget you're putting behind it. Essentially, one way that they have used traditional marketing is through billboards. The way that they added a nice spin to it is that all the billboards are blank. They are essentially this hot pink color. It's just a flat hot pink. It says only July 21st on it, which is the date that the movie premieres. But really, what do you need to say? The pink says everything. They don't want to splatter all this information on there that most people probably aren't going to read. And they're also using this to create buzz. Like, you see that blank billboard up there? It causes conversation while still everybody knows the Barbie pink. I think that that was brilliantly done, using traditional marketing but adding a modern flair to it to still spark those conversations. And of course, you have traditional commercials that they're running to promote the movie, different trailers. So all of those traditional marketing things. I'm not gonna run through every single thing they're doing. I just wanna run through the things that are catching my eye and point them out to you in case it sparks some ideas or some creativity for you and your business. The second category of marketing is brand collaborations, which I feel is probably where they had most of their marketing budget spent, because they have collaborated with over 100 retail brands, which is huge. And these are not just some little brands. These are big brands who have very big rollouts. They're creating special products for Barbie. This is not just like a little glass case with the Barbie in it in the store. These are full-fledged, designed, conceptualized products that have had to been created and planned and perfectly executed to make sure it aligns with the Barbie brand while still staying true to the brand that it is. I'll run through some of the collaborations, but I want to first point out that these collaborations aren't random. These are curated based on things that they feel Barbie would actually do or buy. So for example, Base, the luggage company by Shay Mitchell, they have a collaboration with her, hot pink luggage. And honestly, this makes so much sense. I would absolutely pick Shay Mitchell's brand over an Away or Samsonite, because Shay Mitchell's brand in itself is marketed to women and it's targeting the people that they know would be a target demographic for the movie, essentially. So they're really being strategic with these partnerships. It's not random. They're trying to target those 90s babies, those moms, and those kids. So it's a very cross-generational concept, and we really see that come through with these brand partnerships. So that's one thing with the partnerships. The second thing I want you to think about is how much more bang for your buck you get with partnerships. Even though this probably cost them a ton of money, it would have cost way more had they tried to create all of these things on their own, specifically just under the Barbie brand. So if they tried to create their own luggage under the Barbie brand, if they tried to do all of these verticals under Barbie by itself, that would have cost way more money than to tap into these different audiences of products that the people who, products or services of the people who they're trying to get to see the movie already use, love, and trust. So collaboration is always going to be a huge way to market and just reach new audiences while riding on the trust of the businesses that you're collaborating with. So some of the partnerships that they have are, but are not limited to, L'Oreal. They have a hair straightener with them. They have hair tools with Chi, because Barbie's got to keep her hair done. They've got skincare by Truly Skincare. NYX Cosmetics has makeup. There's lots of clothing lines from The Gap, Forever 21, PacSun for her beachwear, Boohoo. We've got Claire's accessories. Impala has a special Barbie skate, candles, glassware like little martini glasses. Barbie got to keep them pearly whites pearly. Fun Boy for pool floaties. I mean, they really did it up, especially in the hair beauty sector, which is kind of expected because that's really what you think about when you think of Barbie. You think of just pretty aesthetic, but they really took it a step further, in my opinion, with like the skincare, with candles, with home decor. Like Ruggable has a partnership with a whole line of Barbie rugs. There's even Cold Stone and Pinkberry both have ice cream partnerships with special Barbie ice cream flavors. Shoes, a whole shoe and accessory line with Aldo. That was another big one. But outside of that, there are so many more. Fenty Beauty also just did a teaser as I'm recording this of a exclusive Barbie by Fenty or Fenty by Barbie product. So there are tons and tons. I've heard Converse has them. There's also an Xbox sweepstakes that's going on to win an Xbox that's hot pink and sitting inside of like a Barbie dream house. So these brand partnerships, like I said, they're not random. A lot of them are women-owned businesses or targeted to women, or already kind of have the pink vibe going, like very girly girl. And like I said, these are cross-generational brands, which is a huge part of this marketing campaign, because Barbie is not necessarily just for the little girls who are, you know, little now and playing with them. Almost every woman who's probably interested or knows about this movie has some type of memory with having a Barbie, with playing with Barbies, with dressing up. And so it all feels very nostalgic as well as modern, which they're really playing on with this campaign. Now, some of the brand collaborations I haven't mentioned because they're gonna fall into some of the other categories that we're gonna discuss, which the next one, number 3, is media. So media and PR is another big thing that they have been nailing. And when I say media, I just kind of mean general media. Like, I was watching The Bachelorette the other night, and there was a whole group date centered around Barbie, and like the guys had to dress up like different Kens. They also have a show with HGTV called the Barbie Dream House Challenge, where they are renovating an entire home and basically turning it into a Barbie dream home, which someone is actually going to get to live in. And this is a 4-part series, which is huge marketing to pull off not just running commercials, not just running social media promo, not just relying on your cast, but actually creating storylines through the marketing and actually having really interesting and in-depth like connection with your audience that goes beyond even the movie itself. So I just think that that part of it is really cool. Also in media, they did an exclusive People magazine cover and issue with Barbie. They also did an exclusive Barbie Dream House movie set tour with Architectural Digest. So they basically toured the set of Barbie, which is essentially a big old Barbie house. Now, moving on to social media. Of course, on social media, we're seeing all of these brand collaborations roll out. That's a big place that they're announced and that we see them. However, even when Barbie the movie trailer was first released, we saw this image of Barbie, and I'll put one on the screen, was essentially in this little icon, and it said like President Barbie or Dr. Barbie. And a lot of people took that and ran with it and started putting their own picture in it and putting what they were, like the CEO Barbie or the Erin on Demand Barbie or the author Barbie or whatever it was. And I thought that that was just a really great way for Barbie to make some sort of interactive component to their social media rollout, because that was like the first thing that we saw. And I personally believe that that was very strategic of them to keep that graphic very simple so people could plug and chug themselves in, because even when Barbie rolled it out, they rolled out different versions of Barbie with that same graphic. So we were seeing all the different Barbies, like Issa Rae as the president, and you know, all the different Barbies posting their Barbie photo. I think that really kind of supercharged other people to be like, oh, let me insert myself in that. And that type of tag your it marketing is really effective in getting people excited for what's to come. So they did a really good job with creating that graphic. And those things, those, like I said, those details, sometimes they're hit, sometimes they're missed. Like, they may not have done that in order to get this snowball effect of everybody doing that. Because I remember when it first launched, I was like, okay, I'm sick of seeing all these people say they're a Barbie. But, you know, sometimes when you're designing something and it is simple and it's clean and it's easy for people to switch out, then they will. We also saw this with Drake's album cover, where he had the pregnant woman as the emoji and all the different colors on his album. We saw so many people swapping that out for something else, and I think that that's just really smart social media interactive marketing. And sometimes you just can't plan for it. It just happens, and the internet is gonna internet, and they're gonna take something wrong with it. And then obviously the social media part is kind of the after effect of all of the other marketing efforts that they have done. Because we've got all these brand collaborations, we've got all this chit chatter about the billboards, we've got all this media coverage, then that's just gonna trickle down into social media. So I really don't, like, if you look at Barbie the movie's Instagram page, it's mostly movie premiere stuff, clips from the movie, pink carpet stuff from, you know, now that they're having all of these world premieres. But it's a lot, the power is in all the work that they've done outside of social media that's now just trickling into part of the campaigns of all these other brands that they're working with, which are doing a lot of the work for them. Also in social media, they have made brand collaborations with a lot of influencers who you just get it. Like, it just makes sense. It's the girls who love to wear color, especially pink. It's the women who just seem like she would probably be friends with Barbie. This is the only pink shirt I got. And I was a little nervous because I'm showing a little cleavage, but y'all just gonna have to get this cleavage and this knowledge, okay? Because what I wasn't gonna do was get another pink shirt. Let's get into experiences, because this is honestly one of my favorite parts of the entire Barbie rollout. Number one, World of Barbie, which is sponsored by Paul Mitchell. This is basically an immersive Barbie experience in Santa Monica, California. They have a Barbie dream house. They have Paul Mitchell hairstylist there to glam you up. They have a Barbie camper van, movie theater in there where guests can, you know, watch old classic Barbie movies, and it's just an overall Barbie experience. And I think that that's just so cool. It's something to do, and it gets people interacting with the brand on a deeper level. Then of course you've got music, which is always an experience, and Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice teamed up for Barbie World, the song, which is like all over social media at this point, and it's just really smart because they both represent everything that, like, they're Barbies, you know, they're all pink. It just makes sense. And Barbie even has a curated playlist on Spotify, so they're just hitting it all. They also have a partnership with Bumble, which I think is just so good. So they have this partnership to find your perfect kin with Bumble, which is all about women empowerment and trying to have the woman kind of make the first move, and it's woman founded, and it just, out of all of the dating apps, it makes sense to be a partner with Bumble for Barbie. There's also an Airbnb Malibu Barbie Dream House, which you can rent the Ken's headquarters in the dream house and actually stay there. Those are the 5 main marketing categories I wanted to go through. Obviously, this took a lot of money. It was, I'm sure their marketing budget was insanity. But here's the thing, I'm really interested to see how this pans out in terms of ticket sales. Now, in these days where everyone is so comfortable with watching television or watching movies at home, it's literally hard. It's so hard to get people into the movie theaters. I am really interested to see what ticket sales are like, just because of how much money and effort has been put into marketing. Honestly, the buzz itself is at this point gonna get people wanting to see Barbie. Outside of that, the experience of what it's like, it's gonna be a lot of girls' nights. It's gonna be girls dressed up with their friends, having photo shoots, making it a whole thing, probably having a Barbie themed pre-party or after party turned into a girls' night or a brunch or whatever, and really just kind of go out and extend that experience into their movie going experience, and especially wearing the clothes that we've seen so many collections of, people just buying that to go to the premiere and giving them a reason to invest in some of those or spend on some of those Barbie pieces. So I really think that they hit it in all directions and truly created a Barbie world. Now, my biggest question is the movie going to be that good? Is the movie gonna be as good as the marketing? That's what I need to know. But overall, I think that they have executed really well. And it really doesn't feel like you're sick of seeing it. It's just kind of like, dang, another one, you know, another one, thank you, is what it's giving, because there's just so many collaborations that I couldn't even hit on all of them. So I hope this was helpful for you to just be able to think outside of the box when it comes to marketing your own business. It doesn't have to be on social media. Obviously, very few of us, if any, if you're watching this channel, have the ability to do a marketing rollout as grand as this is. This is a multi-million dollar marketing rollout. However, this is still relevant to us to be able to look at our marketing and think of how we can be using some of these tools better. How can we use collaborations better, even if it's with other content creators or small business owners or local business shops around you? Like, how can you tap into some of these things to help spread the word about your brand and your business And I think that they've done a good job at showing us how big the world is, how endless the possibilities are, in sharing about the things that we love, and truly bringing our dreams into reality, which is essentially what they did with this campaign. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you loved it. I would love to do more case studies like this. So if you have other brands that you're interested in me sharing about, then leave them in the comments and let me know. Are you gonna go see Barbie? I might see you there, and I'm gonna be wearing this exact same shirt. All right, y'all, I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.